Alright, so I recently decided to watch every seasonal anime I could this split. I mean, I guess I make videos on anime and stuff. So today you're in for a real treat. Today's anime was able to copy a multiple of mediocre anime and was able to regurgitate the concept back to us. But even worse, like if you turn this anime in for homework, you'd probably get an F minus. And there's gonna be a lot of trash anime fanboys trying to defend this anime. After this anime, I'm sure 90% of the people watching this will move on to better things in life. But before this anime goes, we gotta roast it, so at least you remember it for the storm was.
I'm in danger!
Now when I first heard about this name, I was like, here we go again with another Japanese original name. Like, you can definitely tell the difference between a Japanese show and an American show. Teen Titans, Teen Wolf, The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest, Commonplace to World's Strongest. Like, don't get me wrong, all of these names are trash. Sorry, Teen Titans. I really do with you like that. But your name is trash. Your hair color? Trash. That mask you like to wear? Trash. So we gotta start out with this dusty ass man right here, telling us he's gonna reincarnate himself with the strongest crest. So his name is Matty. Now at first I'm like, okay, that's an odd name. But then I was like, when's the last time you had a main character called Matty? Matter of fact, when's the last time you met a motherfucker named Matty in real life? Actually, when's the last time you actually left your house? I bet you wear the same smelly sweatpants and pajama set around the house every day. Anyways, Matty tells the driver, yeah, we're about to get attacked by some monsters. And the driver's probably looking at this kid like, what the f is this kid on? Then this monster looking like Tony the Tiger mixed with Bane from Batman starts to attack us. Looking like Simba's locked up uncle. This nigga does not eat a balanced breakfast. He does not share his Frosted Flakes. This thing looks like it eats meat.
Pause.
This thing has to be the biggest animated tiger I've ever seen. It's like a tiger and a kangaroo from Australia and a lion made a baby, and that baby was genetically animated with superroids. But then Matty kills it. He goes into town where he hears this kid yelling at a poor shop owner. Like, she's whining because her friend broke her sword and it needs to be fixed by today, like last minute. And he keeps having to tell her that he can't do it, but she just doesn't get it. Then in walks Matty, and he's all like, I can fix it. And then like the owner hears it and he's like, what's that Kanye thing he did? He's like, I know you're trying to spit game right now, but let me stop you real quick. And like in walks in the friend, and Matty's like, she kinda bad though. Personally, I'm like, haven't you been around for like centuries? Like, why is she catching your eye? I don't know, man. Sounds a little Geppetto to me. Then Matty's like, I'm no ordinary kid. And bing bong bitch, the sword is fixed. These two are also going to the academy, like him. And cause Matty has his name, reputation, and like this crest, he gets the toughest challenges. The headmaster hires him to go fight against the strongest fighter at their rival academy. From the start, Matty knew something was up. His aura is like pretty evil looking. And it turns out he's a demon. Demons are the mortal enemy of humanity. Why? That's never explained. So he smokes him. Episode 2. So the king calls him in and wants to give him a reward for killing the demon. He tells him he's the first one to ever kill a demon on their own in all of human history. If that's the case, how is this even a war? Like, shouldn't all the humans be dead by now? Am I the only one asking that question? Kinda done in incognito mode, but like still, this is kinda weird. So for reward, Matty takes all the dungeons that he can, you know, to get all the most valuable resources in the world. And he pulls a fast one on the king. Like, every war, basically, in human history has been over resources of some capacity. And the king just outright gives them to him. Like, you might as well just give him your freaking crown, too. Like, this man fully just bent over right here. But what am I looking at? So, Matty tells him the demons are just gonna attack them in like 3 months. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know this? I mean, you can make a guess, a really good prediction, right? But to outright know this is just for sure just gonna happen. I gotta call you in the question. I gotta question you a little bit, you know? Interrogate you a little bit, cause like, sounds a little bit fishy to me. He goes back to the girls and they join his party. So he teaches Alma how to shoot, which, alright, cool. She would rather shoot this bow, so that's cool. But then Laura was a sword user, and now she does support magic. One is very different from the other role. Why is she just okay with this? Like, if I'm playing a game with my friends, Sure, I would switch roles from time to time, here and there. But if I want to be a fucking tank 80% of the time, I'm gonna be a fucking tank 80% of the time. But Lori is just like, I met this guy, and I'm just gonna let him control everything we do now, and not really question anything about it. Episode 3. So they go to the guild to get the reward, right? And Maddie is flexing like, this isn't nearly big enough, you know? Like, they all go back to the academy, and Maddie's just like, having this spider tingly scene like, something's about to happen. We're all in danger. My spider's senses are tingling. I'll fight the stronger one. I'll leave the weaker one to you. You just met these two like yesterday. And you're telling them to go fight a freaking demon by themselves. You know, the demons that have been taking over like the last 100 years and have never lost one-on-one fights. Apparently all demons are freaking trash and they lose. I'm starting to think these demons are damn civilians out here. The king gives both of them a reward too. And then Maddie basically gets full custody now of the freaking dungeons. Like, the king lost out on millions of dollars worth of resources. How the fuck are you the king? I don't even know what Maddie could use these resources for. What's the point? You said you don't even need money. You already have all the strongest freaking equipment at the beginning. like what else do you need? I'm thinking you're hoarding around these resources and you're gonna freaking monopolize them all and become like the freaking new ruler or something. Like, I don't understand what the freak the point is. They go wake up Iris, and Iris was big scared of Maddie. Like, she's as scared as a kid getting an F on a report card. Like, she's pissing her pants. Episode 4. They go to a demon stronghold and they just wipe them all out. Like, they beat them, and Iris is just transformed into like a lolly now and gets rolled to the academy. Episode 5. So they go back and they need more First Academy Glory students to finish the barrier. Why? Because the Glory students are the only ones that can refine stuff. Even though if you asked Maddie, hey, could you do this? He probably would just do it and it'd be nothing. Like, the Crest system means actually nothing. They all do the same fucking shit. Even if they said they don't, they actually do. So they have a mock freaking battle, right? Because the First Academy headmaster doesn't have any awareness and he's still like mad disrespecting everybody. Okay, the Second Academy wins and they like execute this guy or punish him or whatever. No one really cares what happens to that guy. Episode 6. I forget about this episode. Like, they don't explain really anything about the Crest systems, about the materials that's needed individually, so they don't really make them matter or care about them. Like, you know, it's really weird. Like, if you're not going to explain what this does, why should anyone care? Like, honestly. Okay, so the school is getting attacked by a demon, and only the students are protecting it. So, where the fuck are the guards? Or the instructors? Or the First Academy students? It's really weird. And how the fuck can Maddie predict all of this shit in general to the exact time? Like, this show is stupid. Like, they then go outside to defend the country. I have never seen a demon actually win. Like, this has to be a myth that you thought they were strong. They had to be freaking civilians. I'm so convinced these are not real. These are freaking civilians. So these guys decide to leave the academy, which I'm just like, okay, you guys didn't learn shit here anyways. Like, what's the point? Episode 7. They make some gross ass food and heal some people. Episode 8. So they go to arrest a lord, right? In the freaking cave. And Maddie has to defeat a demon. Also, Maddie is some bullshit, right? Like, the motherfucker just makes up magic on the freaking spot. So he's like, I'm gonna fix this wall to where I can use telepathy from all the way over here. Okay, so get this right. He specializes in close range attacks. That's what the Crest does, right? But he's using magic enhancing spells, which is what a Glory Crest can do. So like I said originally, the Crest system is dumb as shit. It doesn't matter. You can literally use whatever magic you want to do. All the Crests are freaking the same pretty much. This one might have a 0.5 increase of enhance, a 0.5 increase of close range. It doesn't fucking matter. Also, he doesn't need to have 3 people to do stuff for him. Maybe Iris just to be a transportation person, but I felt like he could do that probably himself. Episode 9. They go home to get a letter recommendation to go to another city to fight some demons. Then afterwards, they have to have a high level of adventuring skills to go where they want to go. The girls get this high level adventuring skill just handed to them, like literally. He just said, hey, you passed. You're high level now. I don't know who you are. I don't care. You're high level now. But Maddie has to go beat the best adventurer, which, he does. But then he tells him, here, work hard on your skills. and you can get stronger, and throws a book at him. This I'm sorry, I want to smack Maddie so hard for this. You know, your companions over there, you know, the ones at the academy, did not have to study at all. Did not have to do any training at all. They just got stronger by being in your presence, apparently. They went to the academy, but didn't study at all. They just magically became stronger after a day. Like, I don't know what to do at this point. I'm really confused. Like, my brain, it's exploding. Episode 10. The main lead shows off, more or less, the reason why he didn't need a human interaction at all to take down this entire, like, demon army. He could have just used his invisibility spell to walk right past this guy. But no, he has to do this little show-off shit of, oh yeah, I can also go through walls too, guys. Then he uses a spell to disturb this guy's vision. I wonder what this guy is seeing right now. They also try to convince me there's a difference between demons and devils. Demons can't use magic, apparently. Or is it the other way around? I don't give a shit. Bruh, there's a level of just how much bullshit you can throw at me and me not losing my freaking mind. And I'm way over it by this point. I'm over it. If you like this anime, you don't season your chicken. Like, this anime is diabolically bad. It's a 1 out of 5. I would never send this to my mortal enemy, W4. Like, do you know how low your standards have to be to watch this? Let alone pay for it. Now, if you like this anime, here's some animes that look just like it. And out of all of them in this list, it's the worst. It has weak female characters who aren't even offering much of an opinion, nor do anything in their main position. They met because you needed a new sword. He fixes said sword, and now it's a better sword than any other sword in this world. It can literally chop off anyone else's sword, and then you decide to never use it again, but instead take a supportive role of magic that you learned in 1 day, if that of training, and then somehow you can beat a demon. The demons that haven't been defeated for 100 years, quote unquote, with no training. They spent 1 day at the academy and half a day in a dungeon, and that's being generous. Like, what's the point of them even signing up for the academy? What's the point of having any other characters in this anime? This is not a thing in any action anime or show worth its name. If it was a comedy, I would understand a little bit more. At least then I would laugh more. At least in other isekais, do some type of time skipping to show that they hone their skills or whatever. Even Maddie saying, oh, you should train and work hard or whatever that other bullshit he said. He gives a character a book to go study, but his companions can't do the same thing. Also, why are the demons evil? Like, seriously. They've been ingrained in society for 100 years basically by this point, right? Like, don't you think they would be more accustomed to life in the town? This one looked like it was actually chilling. Like, sure, he was an asshole, don't get me wrong. But did he deserve to die, though? Like, is Maddie aces? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a real question, though. Like, it's a real question. No motives for the demons, weak characters, the world building's pretty small. Yeah, and you can't tell me he never tried to make a friend in, like, the last 3 generations of his life. Iris is not his friend, right? She's more of a servant. Like, she's legit scared of Maddie, but then her personality just does a freaking flip-flop, apparently. Also, the Crest magic doesn't really matter. The demons could have taken over, and they should have taken over. This has no direction or motive. Legit, they're just 90s freaking villains who are just evil cause they're evil, with no brain capacity. Like, at least Frieza had a dream. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would rather watch Spirit Chronicles